This has to be by far the most deceiving video game ever released. I don't even think Anthem is as bad as this one. Overkill the Walking Dead started as a hype title on YouTube following the release of multiple trailers by IGN and multiple companies with similar content. But this was a completely different zombie game than all of the others, or at least we initially thought it was. When players saw the first cinematic trailers during 2017 and part of 2018, everyone truly believed this was going to be an extremely high quality open world with incredible graphics and just overall the perfect zombie game. And to be fair, I would also add myself to the list. I was very impatient for the release and couldn't wait for the gameplay reveal. This was gonna be the one. Even at a time before games like Days Gone released, this zombie game was the next big thing. But sadly, everything started crashing down as quickly as it was built up. In June 2018, a gameplay reveal was uploaded, and let's just say, what was represented in the previous trailers was a lot different in the game itself. The first thing is that this trailer made it seem like this title was going to be a third-person game. In fact, most people were expecting that. The second thing was that the trailers made it seem like the characters actually had life to them, especially a particular trailer where there's an old man inside of a car, and in my opinion that character would have been perfect had they actually delivered on what was expected.
She's always asking this old timer to read it to her. She's sharp as a tack. Full of ideas, questions about the lost boys and those pirates. Probably because I never grow old.
And obviously the quality from the previous trailers to the current trailer felt like two completely different games. You'd say the previous trailers belonged to a more AAA title with a huge team behind it, and the new gameplay belongs to more of an indie studio with a very small team. Regardless, the worst part hadn't started. During the release of Overkill the Walking Dead, the Metacritic reviews were only the beginning. Companies like GameSpot and IGN gave this game a really low score, and it was clearly well deserved. Overkill the Walking Dead as a game was very disappointing. It only had a 5-hour campaign. Then after that it had no replayability whatsoever. The zombies were not impressive at all, from the animations to the model design. It kinda suffered from the same issue as Back 4 Blood in a sense, where zombies didn't really scare you because on top of being silent, they were very easy to kill. Graphically, the game wasn't anything too exciting also. This was released during the late cycle of the PS4, and it looked like a PS3 game. Nothing from the gameplay seemed to bring you in. It felt like a game that would get boring after 2 hours of playing. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. This game had all sorts of stutters, performance problems, especially at launch. I mean, it was a complete disaster in every way possible. The game was bad, the graphics were bad, and the main element, the zombies, were extremely generic. This would of course not last for long. 3 months later after the release, the promised console versions of this game were cancelled because this game was initially on PC only, and the company that granted the license to the developers terminated the deal, and a little bit after that, the only way possible to buy this was eliminated as well, since Steam also terminated the game from their platform, never allowing people to see or play this ever again. And once more, why did this all happen? Because the developers thought it'd be a good idea to hype people up by pumping money into cinematic trailers that had nothing to do with the real gameplay. It's just a strange mindset from Starbreeze, because at a certain point the game is going to come out, and when people see the reviews and realize how low it performed, they're just not going to buy it. So the cinematic trailers were cool as a concept and maybe a potential movie, but as a way to promote the gameplay, I feel like they should have focused on the game itself. Because a lot of money was lost, a lot of hard work was wasted, but now there is no going back.
Responsibility.
Come on, Aiden.
Hey, Aiden, this is your mother. Pick up the phone.
Aiden, pick up the phone. Yeah.